What is up, loyal lads and ladies? My name is Midnight Wolf, and welcome back to another stream. I know it's been some time now, and I'll get to that here in just a second. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We've got a decent amount of stuff to kind of go over in today's episode. It's going to be more of an informational kind of episode with a little bit of gameplay here and there. I don't really have anything planned of what activities I want to do right now. But in terms of what we've got going on, I guess first of all, I do apologize for not posting sooner in the week. I have been pretty busy this last week. We are kind of in crunch time right now with work. We're going to be pretty much finishing up this next week, and so this last week, it was a lot of rushing around and working a lot of long hours to hopefully be able to be ready by final inspections next week. So on Monday, I worked 10 hours. On Tuesday through Thursday, I worked 12 hours in terms of each day. And then Friday and Saturday, I worked another 10 hours. So a lot of hours this week. And so I definitely did not have the energy to do a lot of streaming and whatnot. So I do plan on continuing the tutorial series that I had been doing here fairly shortly, but yeah, I definitely just needed the break for sure. But I'm hopefully going to be back this week for sure. I'm going to try to post a couple of times this week, but we'll just see how things go, because with us still being considered in crunch time, I don't know how busy this next week is going to be. However, that being said, the event that we have planned for Saturday is still on. And that's actually what we're going to be covering in today's video. Is we do have an event at the end of this week on Saturday, the 26th. It'll be at 5:30, and I'll go more into detail about all this. But let me go ahead and head on over to this space station and make sure my spawn is set over here. So I guess in terms of the visuals of this video, I'm definitely going to kind of cover what all I am kind of hoping to get accomplished in the event, what all we'll be doing, how you guys can prepare for it, that sort of thing. So that way we can quickly hop in and start the event. I'm hoping that we can kind of get start on time, and so that's kind of where I'm going to kind of explain a little bit of how you guys can prepare and all that good stuff. But let's see. Let me look at some of the comments real quick. As long as you are having fun, that's what matters. Absolutely, man. Let me know if you want me to capture footage of anything specific you want to use for a tutorial. Oh, absolutely, man. I appreciate it. So right now I'm approaching what is it? The MIC-L1 Shallow Frontier Station. I'm coming here because that will be kind of, I think, where we're gonna meet up at. Well, close to here, rather. It's not exactly this particular station that we're gonna be meeting at, but we'll definitely meet at Microtech. Is going to be the planet that we're going to be doing this event at. But yeah, I guess I just need to go ahead and get started because I'm already giving away some of the details. I do have something written out so that I don't forget everything. So so anyways, oh, I am already messing up here. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Let me go to here. Let's go to comms. But I'm going to land here definitely to set my spawn.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
And then we'll definitely go over the details. How about that? I'm going to definitely land here first real quick. So, all right. Joined voice channel. You can't hear me yet? Oh, okay. Yeah, I will do that here in a second. Let me land here real quick. Alright, so we're gonna land here. And while we're landed here, I'm gonna go ahead and repair and all that good stuff. Because I need my ammo replenished here. So now we're gonna go ahead and hop out. Yeah, let me get to the inside of the station here, and then I will open up the voice channel on Discord. I guess that's something I can go over real quick, is Discord. If you're wanting to be informed about the event and kind of stay updated on that and all that good stuff, and you're actually interested in participating in the event, definitely go check out the Discord. The link should be in the description below the video, because it's an open link, so anybody can hop in and join the Discord. That way you guys can be updated on things that we do in terms of these videos, or whenever the org is launched, we will use the Discord as our way of communicating through within the game to do org type stuff. So definitely, if you're interested in joining the org at that point, which that's going to be what the event is, or one of the objectives of the event is to launch the org. So it's not joinable just yet, but once we get established, we'll be able to do that. Let me do this real quick, and then I'll go more into a better explanation of what all the event is and what all you guys need to hear about it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let me go ahead and set my spawn here. That way, any activities we do here in Microtech won't lead to me dying and having to come all the way back over here. Because I'm going to try to explain kind of what the objective is. But let me go back to this window. The beautiful scenic window that you guys can look out while I explain everything. Here it is, with the gas cloud in the background. Alright, so yeah, I think this is a good spot to kind of set up shop for a minute. Let's see, let me go open up the Discord real quick so that way I can hop into a voice channel. I do ask that if you are here to not really say much in the voice channel, as this is going to be a very informational video, and if people are talking within it may be a little distracting. So otherwise I would totally, you know, allow you guys to engage in conversation on the voice channel, but I'm going to try to get through this information as quickly as I possibly can. So let's go to the Midnight Wolf thing. Yeah, I'm going to hop into the Star Citizen voice channel here. There we go. Now we are ready to go. So now I'm in the voice channel. So if anybody wants to hear me in the voice channel on the Discord, because I think it is like a more live or closer to live audio, whereas the video, there's like a 30-second delay there. So yeah, so let's get started on kind of explaining what this event will entail. So I kind of have it broken up into kind of, you know, like the whole who, what, when, where, why, how, blah, 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 blah. I don't think I have the, let's see, who, what, when, where. Oh, I don't have a why, but I do have a who, or what, a who, a when, a where, and how, in terms of my formatting on this particular planner that I've got going on. So what is this event? So this is a 100 sub event, which means that this channel grew to the point where we now have over 100 subscribers, which that is totally awesome. I definitely appreciate every one of you guys, because I mean it takes every one of you guys to make that happen. And I just want to first and foremost thank you guys so much for that. It definitely means a lot. So as we celebrate this event, we are going to take a minute to meet and greet within the game. So that will be kind of one of the main objectives, is we're going to kind of group up on somebody's spaceship. It's going to be a Carrack. I was hoping for an 890 jump, but I don't think anybody who's attending will have an 890 jump, which is fine. The next best thing is the Carrack, so we're going to totally do that. We're going to just kind of, chill out, kind of meet each other, talk about whatever. We'll use Discord to kind of chat and whatnot. So definitely, if you don't want to talk, or you just kind of want to engage, or kind of walk around the ship and kind of be around, because it's not going to be just a meet and greet. We're also going to do a PvP event, where the objective is to plant a specific item. So each person will kind of have their own specific item, and that will be kind of addressed throughout the week. I'm going to kind of send out information on the Discord about what your specific item is that you want to represent you within the game. And you're going to have to plant that item on my Cutlass Black. So whenever we get the kind of arena established of where we're going to be doing this event at, it's going to be on Microtech. It's going to be kind of in one of the foresty areas, and it's going to basically be set up in such a way to where my Cutlass Black is going to be planted somewhere, the Carrack is going to be planted somewhere else, and I mean they'll be within walking distance of each other, of course. I don't expect you guys to have to walk too terribly far away from it, but the whole idea of having a place to plant the item is so that we can verify if you're able to self-destruct the Carrack. That's kind of the objective later on. So you will have an item tied to you. You're going to plant that item on the Cutlass Black. You can just literally just place it anywhere in the cargo bay area and leave it there. Once you've planted it, no other players can grab it and move it off the ship. It's going to stay there. Hopefully the game doesn't like despawn it or anything. And then once you've planted your item, then you will be able to run over to the Carrack and try to self-destruct it. Is the ultimate objective. Now, of course, there'll be other rules in place to prevent people from like camping specific entrances and exits to the ships and stuff like that. But we'll kind of go more into detail about what those rules will be. I'll probably do like another video where we go over more in depth of the rules and stuff like that, but that will probably be perhaps a meeting on the Discord rather than an actual video on YouTube. I might just have you guys tune in to the Discord to kind of go over that, probably one of the days this week. Hopefully people's schedules will be willing to do so. I'll try to, of course, have some information about when that little meeting will be, and all you don't have to really like, you can have it like in the background of something, maybe you're driving somewhere, that sort of thing, and you can just have that information playing in the background. So that's one example. So yeah, that's kind of the objective though, is to go and seek out the Carrack and self-destruct it. You can't use explosives to blow it up. You have to actually go to the cockpit of the ship, and then you have to hold the backspace button, and that will engage the self-destruct mechanism, and then that will blow it up. And let's get into the reward for the player who does that. So if you plant your specific item on the Cutlass Black and then successfully are the one to self-destruct the ship, and we verify that your item is, of course, planted on the Cutlass Black, then you are declared the winner. And the winner of that will be given 1 million AUEC. So that will either be provided by myself, or if anybody would like to donate some AUEC to me specifically, I will and designate that as the event. I will write that information down. I'll write your name, how much you would donate to me, and then whatever the proceedings that we get from that donation will go then towards the event. Now it's going to be in-game money, of course. So no, not real money. So we're at least not for now. Maybe in the future we'll be able to do like actual like giveaways and stuff like that. But right now we'll just use in-game currency to do the rewards and stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys would like to donate that, definitely send me a private message in Discord. And you can donate however much you would like to donate for that, and then that will be added to the prize pool, a minimum of a million AUEC. So whatever we don't raise for that, I will cover it, because I have 3 million right now. So if nobody donates any kind of in-game money, that is totally fine. Don't worry about it. I will cover whatever doesn't get covered. But yeah, if we get more than 1 million, that's even better. So so that will be kind of something that we'll kind of, I don't know, go over. But yeah, definitely if you are interested in helping out with the prize money, definitely feel free to do so. Everybody's invited, so that's kind of covered the what. Now I can get into the who. So everybody's invited. Anybody who has their schedule free, and I'll go over kind of the time frames here in a minute of when the event will take place and where to meet and all that stuff. But anybody can attend. You don't even have to be a subscriber to the channel. If you'd like to subscribe, that would be awesome. But definitely don't feel like you have to subscribe to take part in this event. It's definitely for everybody. The more that we can get involved, the better this event will go. I think it'll be a lot more chaotic and fun if that was the case. Obviously, we have a max limit of 50 because that's how many people we can get on a single server. But that's of course the limitations of Star Citizen currently in the game. So when is this event going to take place? So it will take place Saturday, the March 26th, and it'll take place at 5:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time. So if you would like to kind of write that down somewhere and make sure that you do the appropriate calculation if you're in a different time zone than I am, to figure out kind of when that is for your time zone. Definitely I recommend doing that beforehand. So that would be great as well. Where are we meeting? We're going to be meeting at Port Tressler above Microtech. So right now I'm pretty close to there. I'm at MIC1, the Frontier Station or whatever. So to get to the Port Tressler, we're going to go to Microtech, and we're going to zoom in on where this little circle is with the dot. That's New Babbage, which is the city on Microtech, the main one. Right above the main city is Port Tressler. So we're going to meet up there. Pretty much wherever this window is on Port Tressler is where we're going to meet up at. So kind of where these little chairs are. The layout's probably going to be slightly different than this, but pretty much most space stations have a specific window that everybody goes to. And look, there's Plain Bagel right there. he's one of you guys. He's watching as we speak. So yeah, it'll be basically we'll meet inside this room here, kind of in front of the window of Port Tressler. Nice. That's hilarious. So yeah, we've covered the what, the who, the when, and the where. So now we can get into the how, or more specifically, how can you prepare? I would like everyone who is participating to please be at Port Tressler exactly at the time that the event begins. So that means if, let's say you're playing Star Citizen, the play session before you log in for the event, I do ask that you make sure that you log off at Port Tressler, as well as make sure that all of your ships are stored and fully claimed there if possible. So that way, the sooner everybody can get logged in and hop in, the sooner we can start this event. Whoa, that was weird. They like glitched through the window. That was weird. So yeah, the sooner we can get this event started, the better, because I know that the longer things go on, the less people will be able to, or the time frame will kind of start to affect people, because we all do live in different time zones, and so the sooner we can get into the event, the better off everybody will be. Everybody will be able to participate, and hopefully the event entirely. So that's kind of the like something that I hope that you guys will plan to do. Let's prepare for that, so that way we can get started on it ASAP. Let's see here. Let me see. I kind of lost my spot here. Oh yeah, I already covered. Make sure that all ships are stored and claimed at the location before the time. Be sure to come with plenty of med pens, because there will be, because we will be doing the little PvP event, or part of the event. So definitely we're going to want to come with plenty of med pens, so that way you prevent yourself from dying, of course. Let's see. Bring plenty of weapons and armor for the event. If you want to bring a ship to store your items on, that is totally acceptable, but just know that you're not going to be able to utilize your ship for the event. You can place it somewhere near wherever we're doing the event, and honestly, that would work out pretty good too, because then there's more obstacles. So if you want to place your ship kind of somewhere on the arena area, that would actually be kind of cool, because then we can have more like things to I don't know, take cover behind and that sort of thing. But just know that if you do park your ship in those areas, that anybody can probably kill you on sight if they wanted to. So keep that in mind for when you do that. I guess I can get into what weapons are not allowed. So we're not allowed to use rocket launchers or grenade launchers. I don't want there to be any possible way that weapons and explosions can destroy the Carrack prematurely. So that's kind of why I've established that rule, is you're not allowed to bring a rocket launcher or grenade launcher, because that would be very unfortunate if somebody launches that and it blows the Carrack up. I don't know if they're powerful enough to blow up the Carrack, but just to be on the safe side, we're going to go ahead and make that rule available now. Yeah, that's another good point, Scorelord. Thank you for bringing that up. Definitely bring plenty of food and water. I don't think that will be too much of an issue, but definitely want to bring plenty of gear, plenty of weapons and armor, plenty of anything that you think that you're going to need for that PvP event, because it will definitely be crucial to the, I guess, smoothness of getting this event started, as well as continuing it. Because keep in mind, as soon as the Carrack is destroyed, the PvP portion of the game, or of the event, will be over. So, but the reason why I established the whole placing your specific item on the Carrack is to kind of extend it and make it a little bit more of a challenge. Because I have done an event similar to this with an 890 jump ship, and we ran into the problem where it was like an instant win. Like we did like a team deathmatch version of this sort of event, and the the um, the event. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted there. You're good playing Bagel. Whoa, that hurt me for some reason. So yeah, where was I? I kind of got sidetracked there. Let's see. I was covering what the issues were from the previous event. So basically, it just ended really too fast because the opposing team was able to kill everybody, and so they had easy access to the ship, and they were able to destroy it like immediately. So, and looks like Cheetah actually donated some money, I'm assuming, for the event. So, thank you, man. So I'm gonna write that down actually before I forget. It was Cheetah donated how much for the event? I thought I saw it in the little notifications here. Okay. I think it was Cheetah. Let me go to, because I know their name is in the Discord, so I'm going to make sure that I write it down properly. Cheetah Snowy. Yeah, Cheetah Snowy. Thank you, man, for donating that money. That's going to definitely come in handy for the event. Every donation that you guys send my way is going to go towards the event. So that will definitely help. So we got 500,000 already. That's half of what we need, actually. So thank you, man. That is definitely going to come in handy. The prize money for that event is going to be 1 million AUEC, at least at a minimum. So if we can raise a lot more, I will cover the difference between whatever we don't raise to what our goal is, because we're going to use that money for the prize of winning the event. So Cheetah Snowy, thank you, man, for providing that 500,000 AUEC. So yeah, if anybody would like to donate some money, we're trying to get 100 or 1 million rather, not 100 million. That would be crazy. 1 million AUEC. So it looks like we're already halfway there. Whatever we don't raise, like I said, I will cover the rest. That is totally cool. I definitely have plenty to give there. So don't feel like you have to hop in on the amounts there. Let's see. So I wrote your name down and the amount that you gave. So thank you, man, so much for that. So any money that we raise, I'm going to total up every bit of it. I'm not going to hold on to any of it at all. So whatever we get, I will write down, and then I will whatever the winner is of the event, I will give you guys that money. So, yeah. So Cheetah Snowy, thank you, man. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, it was Nexogenic. Thank you, man. You were the Cheetah Snowy, I'm assuming. So, yeah, man, that is awesome. That's definitely going to come in handy for this event. And I'll probably, even if we get to 1 million, I'll probably donate a decent amount as well to it. So, let's see. I'll probably donate. I'll donate. I'll meet you there, Cheetah Snowy. So I'll go ahead and donate 500,000 as well. So yeah, if anybody else, so right there we already have the amount. But if anybody wants to continue and donate, I think that would be a good thing for sure for the event. So. Because the more people that donate, the more money that they could possibly win in the event. So that's always a fun thing. So I don't know if I'll be able to actually be one of the contestants or whatever on that event, because we're gonna need somebody to take the gamma rays down at Microtech, and in doing so, we may need, like, one of us is gonna have to be there to make sure that it stays off, so that way people don't get crime stats, which means that one of us is gonna have to kind of stay there and guard it so other players don't come and put it back online. So that's kind of something that we will kind of look at. But if I definitely do not mind doing so. I will definitely do that if need be to make it so that way people don't get crime stats and all that stuff, and that way you guys can keep on playing. Let's see, Plain Bagel. Looks like you're downed. I'm gonna see if I can revive you there. I'm right clicking, but it's not letting me revive you there. Or holding it down even. Oh, there we go. I guess you don't hold it down, you just tap it. There you go. Now you're alive. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the event. And like I said, I can go back into the communication aspect of it. All info will be communicated through the Discord, so any information that you need to know beforehand will definitely be we will definitely go over, as well as let's see, that's also how you can RSVP. So if you want to RSVP for the event, you can hop in to the Discord, and in the events tab of Discord there is a spot where you can RSVP. Now keep in mind, I don't know if it's a glitch within Discord's events, but Plain Bagel is the one who's set up everything in terms of the Discord, and it's showing for whatever reason 6:30 on my end, and it's supposed to be 5:30 US Central Time. So if I don't know if that's just a glitch within Discord or what. For some reason it's showing 6:30 instead of 5:30, but it is in fact 5:30 US Central Time. But yeah, we will use the Discord, and if you're just now tuning in, the Discord is the link to that is in the description. So if you are interested in hopping in to that event, we will definitely be using Discord for said event. Let me go back through and read some of these messages here. Let's see. Oh, Squirrel Lord, you're not going to be able to attend. That's unfortunate. Well, hey, we might even do like a follow-up event, kind of like a little mini one on Sunday, on the next Sunday. For the people who can attend, that will probably be at like 2:30. It probably won't be as in depth as this event, but it'll be kind of nice to kind of hop in for those who would like to attend the event but maybe can't. We might do like a follow-up on Sunday at 2 to 2:30, somewhere around in there, is when the event would begin. But we'll kind of go over that probably later in the week if that's the case. If people, especially if people start canceling, we would have to reschedule it then at that point. But hopefully we'll have a decent turnout. I'm hoping to have a minimum of 4 people total to hop into the event, which as of right now on Discord, we did reach that amount. So we will definitely see what all that entails. Let's see. Let me go back and there's a lot of messages here. Let's see. Also send invite for me. It's about 10 to 20 seconds faster. Oh, nice. Congratulations on the 100 subs. I think I was there when it happened. I'm very happy for you. Yeah, thanks, man. I really appreciate it, dude. I can ask you to borrow at 890 from my org. Hey, that would actually be pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, if we can have 890, that would be the prime ship to use. So yeah, if you are able to bring an 890 to the event, we could totally do make full use of that, man. I definitely, if you're able to do that, that would be really cool. Um, let's see, Nexogenic. Hey man, hey man, thank you once again for the donation to the event. Thank you for the streaming earlier, by the way. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Would you like me to invite my org? Yeah, if you would like to invite anybody, anybody is welcome to hop into the event. I the more we can have, the better off the experience will be, I think. Um, and if you would like to relay that information to your org, that is totally cool as well. Your ship, whoa, he knows magic. Yeah, he like went through the window earlier. That was hilarious. Oh, there's Plain Bagel, Cheetah Snowy. Hey, we got like a whole party together. Shh, don't tell anyone. I probably won't be able to make the event. Okay, so that was Squirrel, but you'll donate some money. Awesome. I definitely appreciate that, man. Oh, MB didn't know it was meant to be a secret. Oh, hey Sean, can you invite me to the party? Oh yeah. Are you already invited to the party? Looks like it. Cheetah Snowy. There's Plain Bagel. Ah, man. Let's see. What is my name? Oh, Cheetah Snowy. So railguns are probably out of the question. Yeah, anything that could potentially blow up a ship within the event, I definitely say don't bring. I mean, I'm sure if you have enough ammo, possibly a gun could probably destroy a ship, but I'm not sure what the damages are like. So I don't know if it's possible to blow up a ship by just shooting at it with a normal gun. But the main ones, like the rail guns and the explosive guns, those will definitely be prohibited, because I don't want there to be a risk of a ship blowing up because of it. Because then it would be prematurely, and that would kind of negate the winning conditions of the event. So definitely want to try to prohibit that from being on the table. So if we can do that, I definitely appreciate you guys if you honor those. Let's see, you could drag me over to a med bed. That's true. You're dead. You jumped too hard. The ground to the ground. We could just go in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I already have some ideas of where to do this event. I basically Microtech is a great location, more specifically the foresty parts, because there's plenty of trees and stuff that you can kind of take cover behind. So before the event, I will definitely go scout out potential locations of where I would like to do the event more specifically. But I think that it would be really cool, though, to do that in a place where you can have plenty of cover behind like trees and that sort of thing. And if people want to donate ships to plant somewhere, and be another thing to interact with, and kind of make sure that your ship is unlocked and opened up, so that way we can actually use that as something to utilize as an obstacle within the game. That is totally cool as well. Yeah. In terms of like spawning and stuff, that's another thing I don't think I covered. One of you guys actually I reached out to, Kiro. He has another Carrack, so we might have like 2 Carracks available, and those have med bays that you can spawn on. So that's something that we can totally do, where everybody sets their spawn on the Carrack that's meant to be used for spawning. That there's gonna be basically two different Carracks, one for respawning and the other one for the actual event of what we're going to be targeting. So if you want to set your spawn to where you're able to get back to the fight a lot sooner, that is totally available for you whenever we do this event. Let's see. Unless they press charges. You won't get a CS if you kill a party member unless you press charges. That's the thing, and that's kind of why I'm wanting to do or take down the comm array, because there have been times where I have actually said don't press charges, and the game gave the person a crime stat anyway. So that's kind of why I think it will kind of help if we go ahead and take down the comm array, so that way there's really no question that anybody's going to get a crime stat. Because whenever I did do that event, people were getting crime stats immediately, and it was very bizarre. And so then we had to spend some time to clear people's crime stats. So if we could turn off the comm array to Microtech during this event, that would be helpful. Now, I am tempted. It's kind of bizarre because I don't know what to expect, how the people on the server would react. But I would like to probably, on the global chat, write out, hey, we are doing a special event right now on Microtech, and it involves turning the comm array off. So if people could not turn it back on, that would be much appreciated. I could do something like that. However, I know with it being an internet game, the internet there's definitely those trolls out there that would take that as an opportunity to troll the event, and that's basically advertising that, hey, we're doing something and we don't want it to be turned back on. So that's almost inviting people. So I don't know how to approach that. I don't know. We might discuss that, how we want to go about that for sure. But yeah, we'll definitely go over more in detail about that. It shows 6:30 for you as well, Dismer. Okay. How do you change camera again? It should be F4 by default, so you can change your camera. And then you can hold Z, and you can move around your mouse. There's Cheetah Snowy. You're gonna go get some gear. Thanks. This warp is taking ages. LOL. By the way, I got the Cuddy Black too. Oh, nice. Hey, yeah. If you want to provide that for the event in terms of another obstacle, or if you want to bring it to bring some supplies with you, so that way whenever you spawn back in, you could totally have supplies stored on it and ready to go, so that way if you die, you have access to your gear. Otherwise, you're going to have to go and loot a dead body or something to be able to take full advantage of that. Let's see. It's really good, not going to lie. Oh, you really like the Cutlass Black? Oh, man, I love the Cutlass Black. I think it's a great ship, especially as a starter ship. Having it in your hangar, I think, is kind of a must because of the wide range of things that you can do with it. You can store, all kinds of stuff on it, including land vehicles and rock mining and that sort of thing. Broadcasting it is asking for trouble. I figured that as well. I figured people would probably, there would definitely be those trolls out there that would take advantage of the situation and probably turn it on even if we ask them not to. So that's kind of a weird situation where it'd be nice if we can prevent that from happening. Who knows though? Maybe the best course of action is, hey, let's get 50 people to do this event, and then we don't have to worry about anybody turning it on. If we have 50 people, that would be totally cool. I definitely don't expect that, at least not for this first event. But yeah, if we could totally fill up the server, that would be even better, because then we can do this event without without any kind of interferences to it. But I don't know. We'll kind of visit that idea later on, I think, and kind of see, okay, should we broadcast and say, hey, don't turn the comm array on? Because the last time we turned the comm array off, I think it was Kiro. He was teaching us how to do that, and that was a few streams ago, actually. And like literally like 10 minutes later, I think it was, somebody had already turned it back on. So that's kind of what my main concern is right now, is we're gonna, take the time to turn it off, and then somebody's just gonna come around and turn it back on. So I don't know if that will be the case. I'm hoping it won't be, but that's kind of why I'm kind of on the fence about whether or not we should let people know that, hey, we're trying to do an event, please don't turn it back on, or just kind of take our chances, kind of thing. Otherwise, if you want to figure out how to not press charges when shooting other players, your brackets are how you either accept or decline one. And I would say if you kill if somebody kills you, definitely pay attention to the prompt. I want to say left bracket is to accept it and right one is to decline it. But the way it's worded, it almost sounds like if you accept, if you decline it, it presses charges, or if you accept it, it presses charges. It's kind of a weird wording. So just definitely pay close attention whenever that prompt comes up. So that way, if somebody does turn the comm array back on, people don't get a bunch of crime stats and all that stuff. So, and it's timed for whatever reason. That's one thing that I wish CIG would change when it comes to pressing charges, is make it to where it's not timed, and like if you wait too long, it defaults to pressing charges. I think it should be where it stays on there until you actually, accept or decline it. That way you don't have to frantically, like, because oftentimes, I know for myself, I ignore the little alerts on the upper middle part of the screen. So, and I don't always read those and catch those, and so there have been times where stuff like that will pop up, and then by the time I realize it's up there, it's already about to go away, and I think it defaults to giving out crime stats, which is kind of silly in my opinion, but we could put a bunch of ships and have a team deathmatch in space. For what else we can do at the event? We could have a bunch of ships and have a team deathmatch in space. That's definitely an option as well. We could totally do something like that. So, like, if we have time and people are still wanting to stay in and do stuff like that, we could totally do something along those lines. And if you want to, like, fully come up with rules and stuff about that little event that you've suggested just now, definitely write it out, and then let me know what you have in mind and what all the rules would be, and if we have time during that event, and by time I mean if there's enough people still online to do such an event, we can totally do that as a secondary activity. So I definitely a great suggestion there. So yeah, I think that covers pretty much most of the basics of the event. I guess what we can do now is head on over to Microtech and kind of get a feel for what this event will entail. Let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and head on over to Tressler real quick. I think that's a good start. And I'll kind of, I guess, walk through what we're gonna be doing, and I'll kind of simulate it with the Cutlass Black. So we're gonna pretend the Cutlass Black is the Carrack, but I'll kind of go over that. in more detail. So I'm gonna head on over to pad 1. Hey, if you guys would like to follow, that's totally cool. I'm gonna go to pad 1 real quick. So yeah, we're gonna head on over to Port Tressler. We're gonna land there and just kind of go over what all I think, well, basically kind of explain visually what all I kind of have in mind. That way we can get this thing going pretty well established. So first things first, we're gonna hop in. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I forgot I have leg injuries, so I'm not walking as fast. I got leg injuries from walking up those stairs. Guess I rolled an ankle, which is kind of interesting because it's actually showing that I'm injured there. I'll go ahead and heal myself a little bit there. I don't think it'll totally heal me, but oh, it actually did. It healed my leg injury. That's cool. So, oh, looks like somebody else is hopping in and joining. I don't see anybody else, so I guess we're going to head on out. If you're ready, you might not want to stand on the ramp there because the ramps can be a little buggy and you might glitch out and die. I don't know if anybody else is coming, so I think we're going to go ahead and just take off now. So, all right, taking off, and we're going to, oh, I did not mean to do that. Got to head over to Microtech, and we're going to kind of visually show kind of the process of what all we're going to be doing that day for the event, kind of where to meet up at and all that good stuff. So let's head on over to Port Tressler real quick.
Thank you, and please visit again.
If it lets me. Yeah, I didn't think it let me. Set route. It's not wanting to work. There. I just picked a random location, so hopefully it'll work now. Rejecting crime stat is default. Is it really? Because every time I've done it or like failed to press it, the other person has told me that they got a crime stat out of the deal. So if that's the case, then yeah, that's awesome. I definitely think that it shouldn't be timed though still, just because by the time I realize that it's up there, it's already too late to respond to it. So, but that's probably just me. This is so delayed. Yeah, the video, I can, the funny thing about the delay on the video itself is I can change that, but I think it affects the quality of the video. If I do so, like I think the higher the what's the word, latency, the better the quality. For some reason it's not wanting me to go to Tressler. Set route. I don't know. I don't get that. I can go to Comaray and try that. You fixed your prospector up. You plan to test it before you go streaming with it. You hope it doesn't shut down after you split a rock open again. Oh, nice. DWABT it then. How do I shoot with the turret? What is DWABT? Don't worry about it. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, I got radar locked. I think it's the UE Navy, because they don't like it when you're near a comm array. So we're going to go to OM1, or 4 rather. Alright, so now hopefully it'll allow me to click Port Tressler. So, there we go. Now it's letting me. So yeah, whenever you log off, the last time that you do in fact log off, before this event, I would definitely like it if you guys, it would definitely make this go a lot faster if you logged off at Port Tressler. That way, all you have to do is log in and you're there. Or if you are already online, I would say physically actually be there at Port Tressler before 5:30. That way, or at least like head that way before 5:30, because the sooner everybody can get there, the faster we can start this, and the more people can be involved in it during this time frame, I think. Because I know people's schedules can be busy, and that would stink to be waiting on everybody and then somebody have to leave because they had to leave. So the sooner we can get started on it, the better, I think. How do you shoot with the turret? It's been a long while. You may have to turn the turret on. So you may have to like hold F and find the power on button, and then once you power it on, then you should be able to turn it or start shooting. Obviously now that we're in a armistice zone, you won't be able to, but alright, so hopefully these ships that are here won't attack us. That'd be unfortunate. Slow down. There we go. Alright, let's hail it. Request landing.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Turn the light on so we can see. It always stinks whenever the main space station of a planet is on the dark side of the planet, so because it's so hard to see. Alright, avoid the little spinny thingy there. Oops, wrong button. Story of my life. Alright, so yeah, whenever 5:30 rolls around on Saturday, hopefully everybody will be landed here at Tressler. Or if you're logging on at 5:30, definitely try to be here logging on at Port Tressler. That way we can get started a lot faster. So I'm going to definitely hop off the ship, kind of go to the area that we're going to be meeting at specifically here at Port Tressler. And then we will kind of go from there. So go ahead and press the button to call the elevator. Go to the lobby. Hello. I don't know if I have any of my gear here. I should totally, if I do have some gear here, I should totally equip it. Looks like I actually do, so I could totally do that. I may be lacking helmets though. The right helmet. Yeah, it looks like I'm missing my main helmet. That's unfortunate. Okay, so now that we're here at Port Tressler, which, wow, the frame rates all of a sudden dipped pretty badly. This is going to be the little area that I would like to meet at, this little couch area. I think this would be a great location to kind of meet up at and group up. If you want to sit down in these chairs, you can totally do so. But this is a great location for everybody to meet up. Hopefully the frame rates are going to be better on that day. So yeah, this will be great. I think that this is where I want everybody to be at 5:30. Is this location right here, and definitely make sure initially. I would go ahead and make sure that your spawn is already set here at Port Tressler. So you're going to want to go to this little clinic area. Make sure it is set here, definitely, because let's say somebody accidentally dies before we do the event, and you don't set your spawn on the Carrack. We're going to definitely want to do that. At least here, so that way if you do die before you're able to set it, you don't have to spend a long time getting to this station. So you're definitely going to want to do that. Make sure, of course, that all of your ships that you're going to be providing for the event are, in fact, claimed here. So whenever you come here, make sure that you claim it. Now, I think you have to actually be online for it to completely claim. So if you claim it and then log off, I don't know if it'll actually be claimed at this location. So definitely, before you log off, before this event, I would recommend claiming it and waiting until it's fully claimed, all of the ships that you're going to be providing. And then once they're all claimed, then of course, then log off. That way, when you log on, everything is ready to go. All we have to do is load up and head on out. And so, kind of to simulate that, I'm going to go ahead and store my ship. So we're going to go ahead and store that real quick. All right. So yeah, we're going to kind of meet up here for a second. This little meetup is not the official meetup. This is not where we're going to be hanging out and talking and you know, that sort of thing. I mean, if you want to talk while we're here, you can, of course. But this is not like the part of the meet and greet session of the event. This is more of like, hey, we're kind of grouping up real quick, and then we're going to go onto the Carrack together, kind of thing. So, well, everybody who's going to be a part on the Carrack and isn't providing a ship will get onto the Carrack. Anybody who is not providing a ship will just load up on the Carrack, and so we'll go from there. We'll come over to these terminals. The person who is providing the Carrack will, of course, retrieve the Carrack, so I'm going to kind of simulate that. I'll retrieve the Carrack. If you are one of the people who is providing the vehicle, you will go ahead and grab yours. We're going to hop into the Carrack. Did it say pad 1? I already forgot. Yeah. That is a bummer, man. Well, I hope you'll be able to make the next one. I do appreciate you reaching out to me though about it. So yeah, we're gonna load up onto the quote unquote Carrack. But I thought somebody pressed the button for the elevator, and I thought it was about to take me somewhere else. So I was like, no, I need to leave. So yeah, we're gonna load up on the quote unquote Carrack. Unless, of course, you're providing a vehicle for the event. Man, my frame rate's tanked big time. Obviously, make sure that you have the gear that you're wanting to bring. And before everybody meets up, make sure that your gear is all ready to go. So make sure that your gear is, if you're providing a ship for even yourself, to have gear stored close by, so that way when you respawn, you can go and get your gear. Definitely make sure that your gear is loaded up on your ship's inventory, so that way you will have access to that. But if not, if you're just gonna hop into the event with us, definitely hop into the Carrack, find a place to sit down, and then we will take off. I would say probably where we will do the meet and greet will be fairly near the Comare. So whoever is the pilot of the Carrack, I would say the route we will take is we're going to go to the Comare first.
Thank you, and please visit again.
We're not going to actually stay at the Comare though. So we're going to go to the Comare, if it lets me. For some reason the map is not wanting to work today, like at all. I guess I'll just have to go somewhere. I really wish my frames were better. It's weird that it suddenly got bad all of a sudden. Let's see if I can find an OM to travel to real quick. Oh yeah, OM1. So this is not like the greatest example of what we're going to be doing, but I mean the pilot may have to go to OM1 first. So or any other OM for that matter. What is going on here? Things are not going my way. Oh goodness. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go to travel to the Comare area, as close to it as we can. First, if it's gonna work with me, come on. Why don't you want to work today? There we go, finally. So yeah, we're gonna go to the Comare. I'm kind of walking through the steps of what we're gonna be doing for the event, if you're just now tuning in, by the way. So that's kind of what we're doing. So we're gonna quantum travel on over to the Comare. But then, I would say, whatever OM we have the easiest access to. So OM6 is one that we have an easy access to. Let's see, is there another one that is within line of sight? OM4 is another one. So whoever's piloting this one, or piloting the Carrack, I would say, let's say OM4. That one, because it doesn't look like there's anything around it, so it would be an easy thing to go to. So we will do the meet and greet session of the event at OM4. So we'll do it here. So we'll just kind of park our ships. If anybody is here, oh man, I just realized something though. I was gonna say, like, because then you can EVA out of the ship, but we might still be within. No, actually, I don't think we are. Actually, I was about to say we might be still in orbit, but I think we're actually within the gravitational pull of the planet. But I think we're actually far enough away to where it won't affect us. So yeah, we'll come to OM4, and everybody who is bringing their ship, just kind of park your ship outside of the Carrack and then enter the ship. And then we'll pretend that this is the little meet and greet room. Whichever area is the kind of like chill room of the Carrack. I'm gonna have to take a look at the Carrack to remember where the chill zones are of the Carrack. But basically, then you can either find a seat or stand or whatever. And kind of during this time, we can just kind of chillax, talk for a few minutes or so, just kind of get to know each other. Maybe I don't know. It's kind of up to everybody how the conversations kind of go, but just kind of have a good time. Maybe share some cool Star Citizen stories and that sort of thing. That would be cool. And then once we get that part of the whole meet and greet segment of the event finished, once we're kind of once we've met and met and greet, however you want to say it, then everybody will load up into their respected ship. Actually, I'm going to test out and make sure that the gravitational pull doesn't take me down. Okay, yeah, so you can EVA here, so that's good. So, yeah, everybody will then come to the ship, the Carrack, not the Cutlass Black, but everybody will come to the Carrack, and we'll do the little meet and greet segment, and then we'll hop in. Everybody will then hop back into their ship that they're providing for the event. And then we will head on down to Microtech. Now, let's see here. I'm wanting to go to a foresty biome. So, let's see here. So yeah, we're going to come to OM4. So that's the one that we're currently at. That's honestly the biome that I'm wanting to go to, but those data centers are on the opposite side of the planet. It looks like there's one over here that's relatively close. The Shubin mining facility. So at this particular OM4, I guess we could probably go down to Shubin Mining Facility, SMO 13. We'll see. We'll see where this leads us. How close we are to the forests and all that stuff. It also may the time of day may also be a factor, because I'm kind of wanting it to be during the daytime of the planet, so the actual location of where the event will take place may change depending on which side of the planet is daylight at the time. Now, parts of the event can happen during the nighttime if the day and night cycle makes its way over. That is totally fine as well. I definitely don't mind. Hey, nice. Welcome, Zigzag. Welcome back, man. I'm just kind of walking through kind of what to expect with the event, what all is planned, how we can make this as efficient as possible, so that way on Saturday when we do the event, we will do the event in such a way that we can hopefully be efficient. So yeah, we're gonna kind of come down and just kind of look at the forest and find a decent spot to plop down the Cutlass Black. But once again, we're gonna kind of pretend that this is a Carrack, just for the sake of this little demonstration, because I don't have a Carrack. So yeah, we're gonna land somewhere in the foresty biome of Microtech and go from there. So we're getting relatively close here. You can't come because Stranger Beast claimed the PC that day. Oh, that's fine, man. I appreciate you letting me know. Is Stranger Beast gonna attend? All right. So now we're kind of getting close to some of the trees here. So we're just kind of fly around, see what kind of terrain is ideal for a PvP event. And this is basically what the pilot will kind of determine. So whoever is piloting the Carrack, everybody's just gonna kind of follow that pilot. If they are providing a ship for the event, they can just follow him. If they're on the Carrack, of course, they'll just kind of tag along. And this is kind of a cool terrain here because of how hilly and mountainous it is. The tree density. Hey, could you stop shooting? Because it's kind of hard to hear sometimes. I appreciate it, man. I don't mean to be pushy or nothing. I just I'm trying to get my thoughts clear here. So we're going to basically find a location here, maybe somewhere with denser trees. This kind of seems like a pretty cool spot, especially with the mountains and stuff, or you know, the hills and stuff like that. And then we're going to land. You know what? Let's just land the quote-unquote Carrack somewhere within these trees. I don't know if the Carrack will be able to fit in these specific tree clusters, but I would say depending on the pilot, wherever they can land and whatever they deem is a decent spot to do the event on, or at, definitely that will be up to the pilot. But they'll land, park the Carrack wherever it is. Trying to burn the trees down. Nice. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to be like pushy or nothing. It was kind of loud in my headset, so it was kind of hard to get my thoughts clear. So now that we've landed the quote unquote Carrack, we're going to make sure that all of the doors are unlocked. Let's see. Is there an unlock feature? Used to there was an unlock feature, so I'm not seeing that anymore. I thought it was usually like near this area. So if there's no longer the ability to unlock ships, if that's not a feature anymore, I would just say open all exterior. And so that way every exit or entrance is available for the player. So now that we've got that established, then I would say make sure everybody set their spawn on the med bay Carrack. So there's going to be a secondary Carrack, ideally, if we can get both Carracks involved. And basically, everybody will set their spawn on that secondary Carrack. And from here, I want everybody to run in all different directions. I would say probably, I don't know, maybe 100 to 200 meters away. You know, somewhere that's reasonably far away, but at the same time, it's going to be a distance away, basically. And I'm going to pretend that, let's pretend that the Cutlass Black is at the top of this little mountain here, or this like little hill here. That way, that's where we're gonna plant our specific item. So I'm just kind of pretending that I'm running off into a different direction. Just for pretending purposes. We'll just say that this is the distance away. Oh, it may need to be further away than 100. It may need to be like 500 meters away. That, of course, information like that will definitely be determined and will be told to everybody during the event at the very least. So we'll just pretend that we're the distance away that we need to be. So then, of course, from here, you're going to whip out your gun and kind of wait for the signal. So I'm going to get my gun out. You're going to kind of sit here in your starting location. You can be within line of sight of other players if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it. And so you're going to kind of wait until the signal. I don't know. We might use global chat or what have you to do that. So I would probably say everybody have your global chat on during this time. And then I will type something in the chat. And then that will be the signal for everybody to engage. And so basically, let's say, for example, let me look at my inventory real quick. Let's say this tiger claw is my item that I decided will be my item. Preferably, I would want something that's bigger, so maybe a weapon, a specific weapon, or some sort of item that you've established for yourself. And definitely let me know, and I'll write down what item that you want to use that's tied to your character. So that way, when you plant this item on the Cutlass Black, it will be your way of letting everybody know that you're able to destroy the cutlass, or not the cutlass, the carrack rather. Sorry. So that way, whenever you successfully destroy the carrack, we can then go to the Cutlass Black, verify that you planted your item at the Cutlass Black, and therefore we can know that you were officially able to destroy the carrack. Otherwise, then you would kind of forfeit your win of the event if you destroy the carrack before planting your item. Now I know there might be bugs in place where the item may despawn, so if you want to take a screenshot of your item placed on the carrack, or not carrack rather, I keep saying that, on the Cutlass Black rather, if you plant your item on the Cutlass Black and take a screenshot, we might make it to where if a person's inside of the Cutlass, you can't shoot them. That way people can take their screenshots and do that sort of thing. That way it's kind of like a little safe zone, so people can safely plant their item on the Cutlass Black. So let's say, for an example, this tiger claw is my item that I want to plant on there. So then I have it in my inventory. We say, all right, the event starts in the global chat. Then everybody can start engaging in PvP. You can run up to you can be around the carrack, and you can even go inside the carrack if you want to, but just know that you cannot destroy it until you plant your item on the Cutlass Black, which for test purposes, it's kind of confusing for this, but the Cutlass Black is the carrack, and we're going to pretend that on top of that mountain there is the carrack, or is the Cutlass Black. Man, I'm getting so confused here. I do apologize if you guys are getting confused. So this is the carrack, that is the Cutlass Black, somewhere up there. So we're engaging PvP, boom, 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 trying to make our way to the ship that we can plant our item. Hopefully we can do this before the sun sets completely. However, it's a very beautiful sunset. So we're making our way over to the quote-unquote Cutlass Black. It'll be, you know, it's not necessarily in this specific location, but if we find this location when we do the event, this totally could be a thing. But like I said, I'll leave that up to the pilot of the Carrack, just to find a foresty location like this and plant the Carrack wherever, and then that's kind of where the event will take place. So a place that has some good, decent tree coverages and places that you can kind of hide behind. You can snipe, you can engage in close quarters combat if you want, you know, whatever. So, all right, we made it to the, we're almost to the top, I should say. That was weird. I just heard like a door opening and closing. All right, so we made it to the top of the. Oh, you can leave that. Can you please leave that down there? Because that's gonna be where the Carrack is. Thank you. Sorry, I don't mean to be demanding or anything, but I'm trying to demonstrate this what we're doing. So we've made it to the Cutlass Black. On the top of this mountain, we're going to plant our item. So basically we're just going to drag the item and place it on the Cutlass Black somewhere. Looks like it just despawned, but hopefully it doesn't despawn on the actual ship itself. So once we drop that down, oh, it looks like it is actually there, but you just can't physically see it for whatever reason. Once the item is on the Cutlass Black, then at that point you have permission to go and destroy the Carrack. So you're gonna kind of run back towards the Carrack, engage in PvP. There might be other people that are kind of in the area that they may try to attack you. Oh no, you're good, man. I'm just pretending right now that the Cutlass Black is up there and the Carrack is right where the Cutlass Black is, because I'm going to demonstrate the self-destruct feature here in a second for that part of the event. So let's say you did successfully plant your item on the Cutlass Black. Then you're going to come on over to the Carrack, which we're just pretending this is the Carrack for now. And everything should be open and available for you to hop in. Should, quote unquote, should be. And once you make it to the Carrack, man, that's really messing me up. I wish I had a Carrack to actually demonstrate this better, but you're gonna engage in PvP. Now on the Carrack itself, you can shoot and attack other players. That is totally cool, and welcome. You're gonna make your way to the cockpit area. Hey, Cheetah Snowy, can you please get out of the cockpit? Thank you. You're gonna make your way to the cockpit, and you're going to hop into the ship. And the winning conditions for the event will be you engage in self-destruct. Now you can either stay in the area and defend the cockpit so that nobody turns the self-destruct off, or you may want to completely leave the ship so that way you don't get blown up. It's kind of up to you, because I think other players can hop onto the ship and I think they can turn the self-destruct off, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But now that the Carrack is quote unquote destroyed, we now or the event has now ended, at least for the PvP side of things. And so then at that point, we can verify that you successfully planted your item on the carrot itself, or on the Cutlass Black rather itself, to make sure that you have satisfied whatever it is that you're, or the rules of what the game is. And so now, if you successfully planted your item on the Cutlass Black and successfully self-destructed the Carrack, you won the event, and you will win the 1 million AUEC. Or there could be more money, depending on if you guys donate some more money for the event. Cheetah Snowy has donated 500,000. So if anybody else would like to donate some money, definitely do so. I will definitely match Cheetah Snowy's amount. So we already technically have 1 million AUEC ready to go for the event, but that definitely don't let that stop you from donating, because the more people that donate to this event, the more money, in-game money I should say, is available for you guys to potentially earn for this event. So definitely be worth your while, I think, if 1 million AUEC is on the table. So I definitely think that would be great. If you are wanting to find out more information about this event, and you're just now tuning in, definitely go back to the very first part of this video. I do kind of go in depth about kind of what this event is and when it's going to take place. And if you are interested in taking part in this event, definitely join our Discord. The link is down in the description below, and you will be able to RSVP in the events tab on that Discord. And at that point, you can definitely take part in the event. And you don't have to necessarily be a subscriber to be a part of the event, although it'd be fantastic if you were. But at the same time, I understand it. You don't have to be if you don't want to. But anybody is welcome to take part in this event. I just ask that nobody trolls or does anything or harasses anybody. That, of course, the generic rules of the game itself. But yeah, that's kind of the main gist of it. Now, I'm still debating on when I want to do the org launch part of this. I don't know if I should wait until after the event, or after the PvP event, to do the org launch party portion, where I kind of will go over the name of the organization and kind of our core values within the org, and kind of expectations and that sort of thing within the organization. I haven't fully gone over to all of the details involving that yet, of when I want to do that part. We may even do that in between the meet and greet and the PvP event, or we may do that after. We'll just kind of wait and see on that. But I'll definitely go into more detail, I guess, later about that. But in terms of that, yeah, I'm definitely excited. It's getting kind of dark and scary here on Microtech now. Holy cow, it gets so stinking dark. You can't even see anything. And the wind effects are making it to where the flashlight is almost pointless to use too. So okay, let me go back and read some of these things. I haven't been able to play in a while, just grinding Halo Infinite. Oh, nice. Bro, are you still going to make Infamous game, bro? I'm still wanting to. I'm still trying to. It's kind of contingent on the... on if I can get a PlayStation 5 or not. I don't know if you're still watching Downwell, but yeah, I definitely want to continue the Infamous game. But I'm still trying to get a PlayStation 5, because I'm using the software called Dreams PlayStation to create that game. And because I'm not a big, I don't know how to do a lot of coding on normal programs, but Dreams is such a easy, user-friendly software that makes coding really easy. And so that's kind of why I've used that as my main platform to create Infamous on. And I definitely still plan on doing it as soon as I can get a PlayStation 5. And I will definitely continue posting development updates whenever that is the case. But unfortunately, as of right now, I'm not able to do so just yet. But I will definitely return to that in the future. That was definitely a great question. Let's see. How many gigabytes does Star Citizen have? I asked because I have very bad Wi-Fi. So Star Citizen, I'm not sure actually how much the gigabytes are. Let me actually look at that real quick and see if I can look at how much gigabytes Star Citizen is, or how many rather. Proper grammar there. My English teacher would be furious with me. I say English teacher. English teacher from the past. Let's see. I don't see where the information of how much is taking up the space. But I mean, it's probably a relatively decent size. If anybody else has that kind of information, definitely post that. I'll just leave. Peace. Getting late. Yeah. Sorry, man. I appreciate you. I hope I didn't like make you mad or nothing. I wasn't trying to be like forceful or nothing. I was just trying to get my points across, and so it was. I definitely didn't mean to be forceful or nothing. It's 70 gigabytes. Okay, yeah, there you go. It's 70 gigabytes to download the game. Theoretical question. What if someone ruins the event? What I mean is they blow it up early or camp the spawn. So that's actually a good question. If somebody does in fact ruin the event and they blow it up, then of course they forfeit the event. We may have to wait until a new character is available to use. And if they do camp quite a bit, the different spots that they're not supposed to camp. I mean, you can literally be anywhere, or you can like camp anywhere other than entry points to ships. You're not allowed to just sit there and wait until somebody enters or exits a ship. You have to kind of move around in that case. But if you're just like hiding behind a tree or something and you're sniping or something like that, that's totally fine. Just try not to, stay in one spot and camp an entry point to a ship. You can snipe at entry points of ships if the situation calls for it. But if it comes to the information that we find out that you kind of were staying there for a long period of time just for the sake of camping the area, that may forfeit your ability to win the event if you're the one that actually does successfully destroy the ship. Just to keep people from taking advantage of certain things. Basically, if it's something that ruins the fun of the game, I definitely ask that you refrain from doing so as best as you can. Obviously, there's going to be kind of an honor system here, where you better. You kind of should hopefully honor the honor system of doing the right thing within the event, because ultimately it's not fun if somebody takes advantage of certain things, and such as camping and that sort of thing. So definitely try not to do things that you would think would negatively affect the other person. Now that being said, I'm not going to be too picky at the same time. Like, there's got to be really good solid evidence that you are camping before I, say something against that. Just because, it'll be kind of hard to, or that'd be kind of unfortunate for you guys to legitimately be playing the game and playing it to the best that you possibly can, and you accidentally, it accidentally appears that you're camping, but you really weren't. You were just doing, you were just kind of nervous or something, for example. It's gonna be something that we're gonna have to just kind of, I guess, investigate a little bit further before we just jump on that and be like, all right, you were camping, so therefore you have forfeited your opportunity to win. We'll just kind of see what happens and go from there. Now, external interferences, like other people, obviously, unless we have an entire server dedicated to the event, we are going to possibly have the risk of external people popping in and possibly ruining the event and destroying the cutlass, or the carrick rather, that sort of thing, or griefing and all that stuff. And that's kind of just part of the game. And like I said, unless we have an entire server dedicated to us, we really don't have the means to prevent that sort of thing from happening, unless there's like an organization that is offering to provide security for the event, which is totally cool. That would be neat in of itself. But if that's not the case, it's just kind of one of those things where it is what it is, and we just hope that it doesn't happen. I mean, the Stanton system is such a large map in of itself that hopefully we pick a location that nobody else discovers that we're doing an event and cause havoc. But that's just kind of a part of it, I guess. Yeah, bro, you're rooting for me. You can't wait for you to get a PS5. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I really wish that I could be working on the infamous game right now as we speak, and I totally plan on doing that. And I do have another channel that's already dedicated for that. So all of that stuff will be on the secondary channel that I've got going for that. But right now, the infamous project is at a standstill, unfortunately, until I can get the PlayStation 5. But once I can, then that project will continue, and I'll post it on the other channel for sure. But if you are interested in Star Citizen content, this channel, for the most part, is dedicated to Star Citizen. I might, of course, branch out and do other games as well. I'm kind of considering doing, what is it? Oh my goodness, I'm blanking already. Starfield, Bethesda's new game. I might cover that game. I may possibly get that game and show that game off whenever it comes out. It kind of fits within the same genre, I think, of Star Citizen. I think it's a single-player game, though, so it would be literally just me playing my character, or playing the game as my character, and kind of showing off that kind of gameplay, and probably even my thoughts of what's going on within the game and my reactions and stuff like that. But that's something for a later time for sure. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because I know some people, they may want this content completely 100% dedicated to Star Citizen, which is understandable. I know, like, some people like to go whenever they like subscribe or something to somebody, they kind of almost expect like specific content from that individual. I'm kind of the same way myself. It's like I subscribe to certain people to provide that sort of content for me, um, and so it is kind of weird whenever they branch out to other things. But it's understandable if somebody wants to do other things and show it off. That's totally cool. So I hope that you guys are a little understanding if I do that decision to show off other content other than Star Citizen. But for sure, my infamous stuff will be covered on the secondary channel for sure. That won't be a part of this because this one's more gameplay oriented now. It did start out as the infamous channel, but I'm going to move all of that to a different channel and then continue that, and that'll be like game development channel basically. So that's kind of where we're at in terms of that. So yeah, I've been kind of rambling on in the darkness of Microtech. I guess I should probably go ahead and do something interesting other than just sitting here doing nothing. I guess what I probably should do right now is, since I'm kind of stranded, I could definitely demonstrate putting a quantum beacon out. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and create a beacon for somebody to come and rescue me. I think that would be kind of funny. So we're going to create a beacon. Press the beacon. I need a personal transport. I need to be taken to Port Tressler. There's Port Olisar, Port Tressler. There it is. Any reputation? I would say 3-star minimum. I think that's not too like closed off, but at the same time, it's relatively reliable. Set payment amount. Let's do something that's worth somebody's time. I would say 50,000. I think that's a decent amount. So we're gonna broadcast beacon. So now, if somebody wants to come and rescue me, they can now do so. 50K may be a little much. It might be. We'll just have to wait and see. You would do 25 to 30K. Okay, yeah, that's probably a fair amount too. But I feel like 50K would definitely get people's attention, and they may be more likely to come get me, as opposed to a smaller amount. But man, like even like with the darkness of this planet, it's very beautiful. Like you can see the mountains off in the background a little bit, and the trees, and kind of the haziness of the darkness. It's really cool. Very beautiful. I should probably put my gun up. That way, if somebody does come to me and come and rescue me, they don't feel threatened. I'm going to swap out my mouse attachment here, because I have my 2-button attachment currently on, and I need to have my 7-button attachment on, because I have certain keybinds established. There we go. Now I can, because I have the 1-button keybind to my weapon selection wheel. So that might honestly be another thing I just now thought of too. We could even do like a little boxing match, just for the fun of it, where people can, if they want to, take their helmets off and try to knock out each other. That'd be kind of a funny little thing. And I don't know, maybe we could do AUEC bets. I'm not a big advocate of betting, but with fake money, I don't have a problem with fake money bets. So If people want to like bet on a player to win a boxing match, that's totally cool. Be kind of funny. I don't know. We might could do something like that for the event as well as like a small little thing to do. Maybe even during just the meet and greet, if somebody just was like, "Hey, you want to box for a second?" That would be kind of cool. So yeah, definitely some options there. I'm trying to make this event worth coming to as best as I can, and so I think we got a decent amount of activities to do, for sure. Keep us busy for quite some time, I think. So I have no idea if somebody's actually accepted my beacon. What do I think is better, the Nomad or the Avenger? I honestly don't have experience in either one to really know. Are you thinking about like ships to purchase with real money or ships just to save up with AUEC money? Because, I mean, I guess it depends on what activities you're going to be doing. If you're going to be doing like PvP stuff, the Avenger is probably your best bet, or not just PvP, but like dogfighting in general. The Avenger would probably be your better bet. But if you want to do more like cargo type stuff, the Nomad would be the better option. So just kind of up to you, I think, on that one. There we go. Now that the storm has passed, I can actually use my flashlight. This is very pretty. And just think, like, once Microtech gets its river, oh man, it's going to be beautiful. I cannot wait until the river shows up. And I definitely want to do a PvP event near the river as well. So that's going to be the next patch within the game. And I think that doing a PvP event near the river is going to be such a great experience. So I definitely want to do something like that in the near future. And that will probably be just a generic event. So once the org comes online, and that will be, of course, talked about within the event on Saturday. Once we have the org, then we can do like org events, and so there will be probably more events more often than like the specific subscriber events like I've got going on for this particular event. But I thought that this 100 subscriber thing is a good milestone to do an event like such as this, to kind of kick off a lot of different things with the channel and that sort of thing, and the growth. So definitely a lot to look forward to. Let's see. Oh, and I guess I should also kind of bring up, like, in order to another thing that you probably need to do beforehand to kind of prepare for the event is add me as a friend within the game. Here's kind of the information that you need right here. So Midnight Wolf Jackson, Sean Wolf, that is my my name within the game. So if you would like to send me a friend request, I will accept it as soon as I see it, or as soon as I log in, and go from there. That way I can whatchamacallit, or that way we can invite you to the party and you can be a part of that. I guess that's another thing that I probably should have covered too, is like once we get established and stuff, we're probably gonna make it to where we have to disband the party. and so that way you don't have you can't see other players, because if you're in the same party with everybody else and you see other people's names walking around, that will be kind of unfortunate to run into people. If we're using guns. Oh yeah. So you can use literally any gun that you would like. Just don't bring anything that could potentially blow up a ship. So the railgun, grenade launchers, rocket launchers, or anything that is explosive really, is not allowed. But any other gun you can bring: pistols, LMGs, sniper rifles, you name it. Those are a bunch of things that you can totally bring, if you would like. That is totally up to you, of whatever your play style is, whatever you think is going to be a great weapon to give you the edge. Yeah, so this game is so beautiful. Absolutely it is. I just, even though I could barely see what's going on in the background, just like the fact that like there's mountains there, and I can, it's like clear enough to see the mountains in the background and the trees in the foreground and the hilly terrain and the stars, and you can see like beautiful like constellations and stuff like that, and you can see planets and moons and just all sorts of beautiful stuff. And some of these stars that you see are like actual locations that you can go to. I don't really know which ones because I don't have the whole thing mapped out, but I'm sure certain ones are available to go to. You hope you can join though? Oh, I hope so too, man. I hope everybody can join, even the ones that have said that they can't join. I hope that plans change, and I hope that you guys will in fact be able to attend. The doors will always be open. If you want to attend, definitely please. I mean, the more the merrier. I'm hoping to have a minimum of 4 people. Otherwise, we might cancel it. If there is any less than that, we might have to cancel it, or not necessarily cancel, but postpone it rather, is probably a better terminology to use there. Because at the end of the day, I'm wanting there to be a decent amount of people available, because then like it's kind of one of those that the more people you have, the more fun it's gonna be. So. You're used to controller, but you think you'll manage. Well, hey, you can actually use a controller, actually. There is, if you have an Xbox controller, you can pair that with your PC, and you should be able to play Star Citizen with an Xbox controller. If not, you may not be able to, or play, because I've tried to pair my controller, my PlayStation 5 controller. It's kind of funny. I have a PlayStation 5, but I don't, or PlayStation 5 controller, but I don't have a PlayStation 5. Because I bought it proactively thinking I was going to get a PlayStation 5 soon after, but I was wrong. It's super hard to get. What if there are too many people there? Hey, I know this is a little off topic, but are the ships specific for exploring useful? Because I see these different variants. So Zigzag asked, what if there are too many people there? I mean, what do you mean by too many people? Because I mean, the more the merrier, in my opinion, on that, because then we can, there's more PvP engagements that we can have. So it's not going to be quite as dead, um, in terms of like taking a long time to come across another person. So that's kind of something that I don't know is kind of interesting, and interesting that you brought up. But let me know what you mean by too many people. Um, a little off topic, but are there specific ships for exploring useful? Um, I mean, I guess the Carrack in a way is an exploration ship. It's like that's kind of the main use of it. And right now, oh, one second. All right, I'm back. So in terms of people, or in terms of exploration, the ships that are useful in that sense, I guess you can explore. Definitely, that's definitely an option. You can kind of even come to these planets and hike. In terms of exploration ships, like for the sake of exploration, I don't really know if they're completely useful yet. There's going to be gameplay associated with exploration, I think, more in the future. More specifically when it comes to like probes and stuff. So I think in the future you're going to be able to send out probes off into the distance, and they will quantum travel off into the distance, and I think then it will send back information later on, and it'll kind of let you know about important information, such as if there's certain important mineable resources in the area that you can get. If you come across jump points, I think that kind of data will actually be available on the exploration ship, probes or whatever that you send out. So I think that's kind of the idea, at least in the future. But right now, that gameplay is not in the game just yet. But I mean, one good thing about having the exploration ship, such as the Carrack, for example, is it does have a med bay, and you can respawn there. So that's one good use of that particular ship specifically. And also, it has hangars, so you can actually store like little snub fighters on them, so, and then you can park your ship somewhere off planet or something, and then hop into your little snub fighter to fly down to the location that you want to go to. But other than that, yeah, I'm not really certain. Uh, let's see. Um, A and E, Q and E. Like 20 is it, so it could be a chaos. Well, I think a little bit of chaos for this kind of thing would be really cool. I think that it would definitely keep everybody's blood pumping, uh, quite a bit. I think that would be something that would be really fun and engaging if there was like 20 people um, involved, or even more than that. I mean, if we can max out the server, then we could literally go and turn the comm array off, and uh, then nobody will turn the comm array back on. So, yeah, definitely the more the merrier. But if that's the case, though, then the rules of how far you have to start will definitely change based on how many people are available. So if we have like 20 or so people, then the distance that you have to be away from the spaceships will increase. So if there's like 20 people, I don't know. I would probably have everybody start out at a minimum of 1,000, maybe even 1,500 kilometers, or meters away, rather, not kilometers. Kilometers would be a long walk for sure. But 1,500 meters away, which would be 1.5 kilometers away, would probably be a good distance if we have that many people. I don't know. We'll kind of have to play that by ear, but it's definitely gonna scale based off of that. Um, Somebody accepted my beacon, but I'm actually about to head out. So I may not be able to be. There may not be enough time to be rescued. I should have declined it if that was an option. I can probably go to my beacon. Maybe. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and hop out so that way I don't waste that person's time. Actually, normally I would wait, but I actually have to leave here in a little bit. But this was a good stream to kind of, I guess, let you guys know what the plans are for the event. Let's see. All right, I actually got to go now, but it's been nice chilling here. See you in the next stream, hopefully. Yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope to be able to see you and as well as anybody else at the event. I think that it'll be fantastic. Like I said, the more people we can get involved, the better. And also, as a reminder, if there will be a prize for the winner of the destroying of the Carrack. So if you're the one that successfully wins, there will be 1 million AUEC at a minimum. So if you'd like to donate some money to add to that prize pool, definitely do so, because we will definitely make use of that to give out to the winner of that event. I think that being able to kind of reward you guys for hopping in is definitely important. I definitely appreciate you guys taking part in that. So definitely look forward to it. It's going to be this Saturday, once again, at 5:30 U.S. Central Time. We're going to meet at Port Tressler, so please be there by 5:30. And if you just logged out beforehand and you're going to log back in as soon as the event starts, please log out at Port Tressler, so that way as soon as you log back in, you will be ready to go, basically. And also make sure your ships are stored and ready to go at Port Tressler as well. That way, if you are providing a ship for the event, either for yourself or to provide like another like obstacle for players to have to like avoid within the little arena that we set up, that is totally cool too. So just kind of leaving it up to you guys, but we will definitely meet at Port Tressler at 5:30 U.S. Central Time on Saturday. I will probably I plan on doing more streams this week, hopefully a lot more than last week. I think that we are wrapping up the current job site that I'm at, and once it's fully done, I will be transferred to another job site, and hopefully I'll go back to a normal schedule of 8-hour days rather than 10-hour days. I'm ready to go back to that 8-hour day schedule, and at that point I'll be able to do longer streams and stream like or not necessarily longer. I mean, I totally can do longer streams, but I'll be able to stream earlier in the day rather. So anyways, I'm rambling on a little bit. I definitely did want to do some gameplay during this, but at the same time, I got to get going. But I might hop in tonight. So if anybody is interested in playing tonight after I get back from where I'm going, definitely. I plan on, if I do get on, it'll probably be anywhere from 7 to 8 o'clock will be when I hop back in. So where will you meet again? Port Tressler over Microtech, New Babbage. So that will be the location. So anyways, thank you guys. And I will, of course, repost all that information in Discord for you guys to have something physical to look at as well. But if you need to go back throughout the rest of the video to kind of get that information, that is available in this video as well. Mainly at the start of the video. So definitely go check that out if you want to be filled in of that information. So anyways, all that to say, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Bye.